Morning, guys. Welcome back. I'm not going to do a I'm going to do a short video this morning, just kind of give an update of what's going on. I had recorded a much longer video yesterday, and I didn't like how it turned out, so I just deleted it. It's all wet out here. We got a really good rain last night, and let me show you what's going on, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to be doing this morning before I have to go to work. You can see the snake beans are growing. They're starting to get their second, you can see their second leaves and everything. Something's chewing on that one, and I don't know what. And I've been trying to leave it alone to see if it will kind of fix itself, because sometimes they'll just kind of plow right through it, but we'll see what happens. You see these guys growing well. These are smaller because I planted them later, and I got all three of them up here, and I'm excited to report that I've got Seminole pumpkins. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's four, and there's five. I thought this right here was a Seminole pumpkin, but I think it's a weed, so I'm going to pull it up. And right here I've got 3 spots that I've marked with a stick. There's a stick right there. I planted a chayote squash there. There's my chives. There's another stick. There's one right there. We just use that to mark where it is until the vines come up. And then right over there, right there, there's a stick coming up. That's another chayote squash. We'll see what they do. I've never grown them before, and you know, they're a decent eating thing. Planted more beans out here by this TP right here. You can see how I do it. Just take the sticks, and then I have a garden twist tie. I bought that at Home Depot. It's just meant for tying, you know, if you've got a stake next to a tree, you can use that to support the tree. I take that and just wrap it around the top really good and tie a couple knots in it just to keep them held together. They've withstood really well in the wind, and we had a pretty nasty thunderstorm last night, and they seem to do fine. And I remember the name of this flower is blanket flower. And so what I'm gonna do today, this morning rather, is come over here. You can see where I have hoed in here, and I'm going to take my Broadfork and go along here. I had tilled that, but you can't tell because the grass comes back so quick here. I mean, look at this. I just hoed the grass. You know, you almost can't mulch enough in here because the grass just, look, see it just pokes right through. There's another one. It pokes through. The grass out here is very, very strong and very tough. So here's my Broadfork. I bought this on easydigging.com, www.easydigging.com. It's a great site. I've got the Broadfork from them. I've got my grub hose from them. My swage hoe is from them. They have a lot of really good, well-built tools, and this right here is a fantastic tool for a gardener. I mean, it's one of the best to help. Like, you can buy garden forks, but they're small and they're a pain to work with. This right here is a lot easier. It's heavier. The tines are a foot long, and this is the small one. You can get bigger ones, I think, but the tines are a foot long, like I said, so it actually gets deeper into the ground than a rototiller would, and it busts up the earth really nice. So I'm going to do that along this row back here, where that row has stopped right there. I'm going to go along with the Broadfork, and then I'll come back and hoe it to turn some of the stuff, although it's really hard in this climate to turn under the grass because it'll just grow back. which is what's happened with a lot of the stuff over here where you see the grass popping up again. I had hoed it and it kind of turned under, and it just literally comes back. It doesn't kill it. It's very, very strong grass. I'm not sure what kind of grass it is because we have all sorts of different grasses out here, but so that's what I'm going to do this morning. I've got to finish mulching along here, and then once I have this row done, that's all the rows I'm going to do. So on the other side of that, right where that stops right there, I'm going to end up, I may have to hoe that just to kind of cut the grass down, or I may take my lawnmower and just mow it down really short. But I'm going to mulch all in here just for a walking path. That'll be a perimeter. There'll be a perimeter down there. There'll be a perimeter over here on the other side of that, and then there'll be a perimeter over here where my Broadfork is. I just want to set up perimeters, to set up mulch, just to kind of help keep the grass at bay. That way I'm not constantly out here trying to weed. I hate weeding. I hate it. I know it's a part of gardening, but I just absolutely hate it. But yeah, so I'm going to do that right now, and I will maybe check back in tomorrow. But I got to get going on this because I got to get ready for work shortly. So thanks for watching. Please like, please comment. I'd like to hear from you. Please subscribe and share. And if you have any tips, any advice, anything like that, just leave it in the comments. Doesn't guarantee I'm going to follow it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. I like to discuss gardening with other people. So that's that, and I'm going to get to work, and I will talk at you later.